You and your specific person are living a fairy tale that always has a happy ending. Hey loves, my name is Kyle August and I'm here to help you manifest your specific person in the quickest and easiest way possible. Sorry I hadn't been posting the last few days, actually wasn't feeling the greatest. But now I'm feeling much better and I'm ready to get back into it. Today I wanted to go back to the basics with a Neville Goddard metaphor that is going to make or help you live in the state, feel the wish fulfilled much easier, much sooner, almost instantaneously if you really take this idea super seriously. And it all has to do with you and your specific person living a fairy tale movie. So how does it feel right now during the process of your manifestation? Does it feel like the future we don't know what's going to happen, which causes anxiety and worry? I would imagine that most of the time, no matter what we're doing, even when we're manifesting, we have this feeling of uncertainty that in the near future, we don't know what's going to happen. So anytime something shows up that we don't like, it begins to worry us. We begin to freak out and think that everything is not working out with our manifestation. But there's a really simple and easy idea that we can take upon and imagine and almost visualize. And it's going to help us during those times when we feel like things aren't going our way and we're going to remain in the wish fulfilled state, and it's going to cause your manifestation to come much sooner, basically overnight if you really get into that feeling. Like I mentioned, it is a Neville Goddard metaphor, so you may have heard this one before. So right now, I want you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, and imagine your absolute favorite movie. It can be any movie that you want, but make sure it has a very happy ending. Let's say you were to go down to your local movie theater, and this is actually a time before you saw this movie, and you went to this movie theater to actually watch that specific movie. But the movie theater didn't really tell you when it started, so you showed up whenever, and when you walk in to take your seat, you're actually witnessing the last 10 minutes of this movie. So you actually just see the happy ending of your favorite movie in all of its glory. But this is a movie that you really wanted to see. So you're like, well, I still want to see the beginning and the middle. I don't just want to skip all that and just see the ending. So you wait in the movie theater until it begins to re-show that same movie. Now, here's what is important about this idea or metaphor and how we're going to relate it to your manifestation currently. Imagine witnessing the end of your favorite movie and then watching it from the beginning and the middle. Imagine if something began to go awry for the main character, something was going bad, or maybe they were trying to get the love of their life, or their dream job, or the dream house, or whatever it is, or they were trying to defeat the enemy. During that time, because you have seen the ending, it's not going to worry you at all. You're going to know the whole time, and again, this is a time before you actually see the full movie, you're going to know, it seems like everything's going crazy, but I know it works out in the end, so there must be some way that this main character pulls through this. But this is the same exact thing we can do when it comes to our manifestation, and how we can use it to actually remain in the wish-fulfilled state eternally. Because if you think about it, when you visualize, when you imagine, when you have the desire for exactly what you want, that's like you going into the movie theater and seeing the absolute end of it. And then as you begin waiting around, the movie restarts, and then you're going to see the journey from point A to point B, taking you, again, on the bridge of events to your manifestation. But in this case, when we visualize it and we can see our end, and then we're living the beginning and middle, the part that we haven't seen yet, we begin to worry or fear that some parts of it aren't going to lead us to that end. But remember, just like watching a movie, you've witnessed that end already take place. So your mind, your subconscious is going to take you to that point. So just like you would watching a movie, for that main character, know that no matter what's happening, no matter what's thrown at them, no matter what is occurring at this time and place, you know for a fact it must lead to that happy ending because you have already seen it. And really think about it. Is there anything that could happen at the beginning or the middle of your favorite movie if you had seen the ending and knew that it worked out? Is there anything in the beginning and middle that could ever persuade you into thinking that the ending wasn't going to turn out great, that they weren't going to get their dream job or their dream house or the love of their life or whatever? There's literally nothing, absolutely nothing that could happen to change your mind and make you think that it's not going to work out perfectly. So why aren't we then using the same idea when it comes to manifestation? Because this is an idea I tell in my coaching sessions, and most people, well, everyone is going to kind of not be fully certain or have faith that what they desire is going to happen at first. But as we begin to really feel into the state and know that your reality is meant for you, you're meant to get what you desire, you'll see that it becomes much, much easier. But this is an idea, like I mentioned, I tell in all my coaching sessions, no one believes me, but then they manifest exactly what they want. And imagine if you could enjoy the whole journey of the movie. What if you could live your absolute fairy tale movie with your specific person, know the absolute best ending is going to happen because you witnessed it? And then how much greater and awesome would that be going through this process, knowing everything is going to work out perfectly? Nothing that would ever be thrown at you would worry you or would basically make you anxious. None of that would happen. And because of this, knowing this, you could enjoy the whole journey and know that no matter what is occurring, you and your specific person are going to work out perfectly, have the fairy tale love, have the perfect life, the family, whatever it is that you want. And it's crazy how this simple metaphor can bring this sense of peace or this sense of calmness to us in our manifestation. So as a challenge, I want you to go through the next 2 to 3 days feeling, I would like you to go further, but try this challenge just for 2 to 3 days. Feel as if you have already seen the ending of the movie of your manifestation, of your love life, and you and your specific person have that fairy tale ending. How are you going to act on a day-to-day basis in these next 2 to 3 days, knowing this? Again, as if you walked into the movie theater and you saw the last 10 minutes of your fairy tale ending, and maybe even imagine it. Make a visualization. That's just your wish fulfilled state visualization, but make sure to pretend as if you walked into the movie and on the title of the screen, on your ticket, it says fairy tale ending of blank blank, you and your specific person, and then mentally walk into that theater and then see that perfect ending and then see it restart and pretend as if everything happening right now is that beginning and middle leading up to that perfect ending. But knowing that, how are you going to act on a daily basis? What are you going to think on a daily basis? What are you going to believe on a daily basis? Follow that, and the bridge of events is going to unfold perfectly, and you're going to know and see, no matter what's happening around you, you're going to be coming from that positive and abundant state and see how amazing and miraculous everything around you that's moving and all the people that are basically putting into place your desire. Because if you have the desire, like I always say, it's meant for you. And if you make that visualization and you persist in it and you truly feel it to be real, it must unfold into your reality. Assumptions, although false, if persisted in, must harden into fact. And your specific person is no different. But I really, really want you guys to try this out and then let me know your results. If you did have any questions on anything we talked about, I absolutely love this metaphor, but leave it in the comments section below. If you did want to send me a personal message or wanted to sign up for one-on-one coaching, head over to kyleaugustcoaching.com. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, and then also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today, but I'll see you in the next video.